Hey, welcome back. It's me, Aria Starlight, with your daily V-drama drip feed. Hey, here we go. So this is something that I was informed about in my chat last night, and it's been happening over the past couple days, since about March 15th. The terrible thing is it seems to have been affecting Iron Mouse the most, and I do want to say, first and foremost, do not give any hate to Iron Mouse. Iron Mouse is wonderful. Iron Mouse is a very hardworking streamer. She streams a lot. She puts in the effort, the hours, the time, and the grind. There's no reason at all to be giving Iron Mouse hate. Even for the reasons that this supposed individual, well, you're going to see his name. You see his name now, technically, if you read ahead a bit. But even for the reasons this individual is stating, there's no reason to criticize Iron Mouse. Iron Mouse's voice is just Iron Mouse's voice, and Iron Mouse has multiple avatars, some of which are very extremely stacked. It just so happens that as a VTuber, you don't always want your virtual tits hanging out. So, now that I've said, please do not continue this harassment towards Iron Mouse, we are going to take a look at this. So during March 15th, Iron Mouse was sharing that she had been receiving an influx of hateful comments after someone went on a VTuber rant. Although she didn't name names, it's probably Quin69, because Quin69 had a very viral anti-VTuber rant lately. So viral that even Asmongold, and I've heard XQC, have spoken about it, although I was only able to find details about Asmon's writing. Well, Asmon's comments, I should say. Now, the Twitch clip, titled Quincel Strikes Again, over 100,000 views. So, for a clip, that's pretty popping off. I mean, my clips, my baby little clips get like, I don't know, 5 or 10 views. So, that's pretty popping off on Twitch for Twitch clips. The person who made the clip, Quin69, commented on the appearance and voices that many VTubers use. They also criticize VTubers for creating parasocial relationships with their viewers, which is funny because pretty much every YouTuber does that as well. Pretty much every Twitch streamer. I mean, really, if you are a content creator and you interact with your community in any way, you're going to be forming parasocial bonds. It's not something exclusive to VTubers whatsoever. In this clip, you can hear, they don't even have to do anything to look good. They just have to pretend to be 13 and put on some fake cringe voice and create parasocial relationships with desperate fucking weebs who can't get a fucking girlfriend in real life because they're fucking pathetic, the New Zealand-based streamer said. Popular MMO streamer Asmongold chimed in on the situation as well, seeming to agree with some of it, saying that he was not comfortable with VTubers that pretend to be younger than they actually are, and he thinks VTubing and gaming in general would be better if things like this did not exist. Now, one second. I get rid of that. There we go. That's a little bit better. So, as somebody who is very upfront about my actual real-life age in VTubing, I constantly mention it all the time. I say I'm 30, I'm 31. I tell people how old I am. I even, like, on Twitter, I retweet stuff that's like, you're this old if you remember this thing, you know, and it's always some old-ass fucking shit, like Listerine, fucking Listerine strips. Do y'all remember Listerine strips? Literally today, I retweeted fucking Listerine strips as one of those, if you're this old, you remember this things. Like, them have not been made for, like, 20 fucking years, alright? I'm old, and I'm upfront about it. I don't try to use a deliberately young-looking avatar, although I am using a reality avatar. You could argue that any anime-style face is going to look younger, just based on the fact that the skin is smooth, and that it's usually not going to have wrinkles. You could also argue based on the facial proportions, because anime has bigger eyes that are centered lower on the face. That's, in our minds, we associate that with looking younger. Because that's how babies' facial proportions are. We're kind of fine-tuned to just see that and be like, "Aww, baby." That's a lot of the reason why animals look so cute to us, because they have those facial proportions similar to human children. And even if you try to take this at the most charitable interpretation that you can, let's say that Quin69 and Asmongold are just upset because of people who stream with like lolly VTuber models. I really don't think that people who are using models that are not heavily endowed all the time are 100% going to appeal to lolicons or shotacons or anything like that. I don't think that's what they're going for. Now, that's me saying that 100%. This is the internet. People are perverted as fuck. You know somebody is trying to play up that angle. You know somebody is. But the vast majority of people, especially like, say, Iron Mouse is not trying to attract lolicons. Iron Mouse just does what Iron Mouse does. I've sat into a few of Iron Mouse's streams. She's precious. She's adorable. She's sweet. And she games. I don't understand why anybody would choose Iron Mouse to have a problem with, other than sheer jealousy. Because from both Quinn and Asmongold's comments saying how they look so young, they shouldn't be doing that, that says to me that they have literally never sat through an Iron Mouse stream. Never, ever, ever. Because there's no way that you could sit through an Iron Mouse stream. Sure, her voice is high-pitched. But there's no way you could sit through a fucking Iron Mouse stream and not think that this is a person, you know, who has had life experiences that indicate they are an adult. With the things that Iron Mouse talks about. How Iron Mouse is often really open, well, not super open, but more so now than used to be, with her medical issues, her experiences, the things she has done, the things she has been through. All of that, that's not stuff that you have to talk about if you're a child. Or if you're pretending to be a child. If you're pretending to be a child on stream, the shit you're going to talk about is like, I went to school today. I had lunch with my friends. Like, literally, if you were trying to pretend to be a child, that's all that fucking kids do. They go to school. They have lunch with their friends. They play Fortnite. That's what you'd have to do if you were effectively trying to pretend to be a child. Just because somebody's using a flat model, just because somebody's using a chibi model, just because somebody's using a model that does not have 30% or more of its total fucking height taken up by tits, does not mean that you were trying to be a child. Now, I think that part of the reason for the assumption is back when VTubing was a little bit younger, it was very common for VTubers like Snuffy, for example, to put on a fake anime voice like this. Hi guys, how are you? I'm so happy to be streaming today. You know, really high pitched and kind of fake. But that's something that people really don't do anymore. Iron Mouse, I really believe that's just her voice. Maybe she has mentioned on stream, because I have watched her, but I don't watch her a ton. So maybe she has mentioned on stream that she puts on a little bit more of a high pitch for stream. But I have not heard that. I have not seen anything that would lead me to believe that. I have not seen any kind of clips on YouTube with clickbait-ass titles saying, "Hear Iron Mouse's real voice," or anything like that. Haven't seen any of that, haven't heard any of that. So I have no reason to believe that that is anything but just Iron Mouse's voice. Snuffy came out and started streaming using her real voice, I believe a year and a half-ish into her VTuber career when she started getting bigger, and people have given her nothing but support for that, even though her real voice is much less higher pitched and much less childlike in tone. So, Quin69, they made this clip. I guess we'll look at it. It's probably going to be pretty rough. Looks like they were upset because they were watching the awards. So let's see. Let's see. I just want to see it with you guys. Let's just watch it.
Okay, anyway. Fucking VTubers. Oh, fuck, I've just seen the VTubers on the side there. Fucking VTubers. man. They put on their little VTuber avatars, some kawaii, cute little cat girl, and they talk in this stupid fake fucking voice. Uh, oh my god, I'm a little VTuber. Oh wow. Laughing and pretending to be fucking 13. Fucking VTube. Look at them with their fucking cleavage and shit, man. What the fuck? They
What?
just cheating. They don't even.
Laughing and pretending to be 13, and in the next fucking sentence, he says, look at their cleavage right there. Bro, sounds like a self-report to me, to be honest. If you're like, they look 13, and your next fucking sentence is, look at their cleavage. Can you explain to me any fucking... Oh, goddamn. Okay, well, let's finish the clip. Let's finish the clip.
You need to, like, do anything to look good. They need to pretend to be 13 and put on some fake cringe voice and just create parasocial relationships with desperate fucking weebs who can't get a fucking girlfriend in real life because they're fucking pathetic.
This guy...
But anyway.
This Quin guy.
Alright. Okay, sorry, Chad. Fucking, I was...
This Quin guy honestly seems like he lives with his parents. Because if he didn't, like, lives with his parents, or maybe just lives in an apartment with really thin walls. Because otherwise he would be able to get some actual projection and fucking force behind his voice when he's really upset. Or, could just be that he's not really upset about this and he just wants the clicks, drama, and views. But hey, who knows? Who knows? Which clip quickly reached the front page of the livestream fail subreddit, a top subreddit dedicated to popular Twitch clips and also dedicated to harassing Twitch streamers. Since then, Iron Mouse says she's received more hateful comments in her stream than usual. I think somebody, like, ranted about VTubers on stream and said a lot of negative stuff. So now, because of that, we're getting a lot of, like, influx of people being mean in my chat. In the stream today, Quin gave his response to the drama while using a VTuber avatar of his own. The 31-year-old, wow, same age as me, and yet I'm doing just fine VTubing. Wow. Says that the reason VTubers received an influx of hate following his clip wasn't due to his viewer base brigading them, but because the clip made its way onto the livestream fail subreddit. Once again, a hive of harassment. He also explains that his rant in the clip wasn't meant to be taken seriously, and any of his fans would have recognized that. Oh, so maybe he wasn't really upset about it. Maybe he was doing it just for clicks and clout. Maintains that it was not his viewers sending hate to Iron Mouse. Trend of hate raids is seemingly on an upward trend. That's not any kind of particular news to me. I have a lot of friends who are, you know, in the LGBTQ plus category of people. And sadly, they do kind of get a lot of hate on Twitch. Now let's look. I did pull up another tab too, particularly to deal with Asmongold's response to it. Because Asmongold, you know, Quin69, I have no idea how big or how subscribed Quin69 is. I don't really care. Like I said, it seems like the dude lives with his parents or in a fucking apartment with thin-ass walls. Can't even yell into his mic properly. Like, why are you fucking dissing VTubers? You're just jealous that you don't have 3D titties, dude. Okay? And you're jealous that you don't have 3D titties, and literally anybody can get them. So what's your excuse? But let's check it out. Let's check out Asmongold. Asmongold, already popular, already successful, has no reason to be picking down, like punching down on people smaller than him. And yet, looks like he weighed in on the recent VTuber craze. Let's see. Iron Mouse, becoming the most sub-2 female on the platform. Very, very awesome. This is a recap of Quin's comments. And the controversy has now led to the award-winning MMORPG streamer Asmongold to give his take on VTubers and whether or not they should be allowed on Twitch. Now, this is not only, like, do you like VTubers or not, but whether or not they should be allowed on Twitch. Let's see. Let's see what Asmongold has to say.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it a $1.50 on this VTuber thing. I think that VTubers, basically, like, VTubing is like cheating for girls. It is.
VTubing is cheating.
Because you get to, like, you go in there. It is, and this is why guys are pissed off about it, is because girls, like, the thing is, like, girls got to put on makeup, they've got to look cute for the stream, they've got to do all this stuff, and, like, now they don't have to do that anymore. They can literally just have, and it's not even a normal girl, it's better than that, it's a cat.
I'm sorry, I'll back it up because I talked over. He's got fucking Skyrim music in the background. What a fucking asshole. How you gonna taint Skyrim's beautiful fucking music with this bullshit ass take, dude? Look, hang on a second. Let's just look it up. Alright, let's just look it up. Let's just look it up. So, Asmongold. 2.9 million follows! 2.9 fucking million! Now let's look for Iron Mouse. $1.1 million follows. Literally less than half the fucking size. So why is this streamer punching down to somebody less than half of his size? If Iron Mouse is currently the most subscribed female VTuber and still has less than half the following that Asmon does, why is he complaining that VTubing is cheating? They are still having to stream hours. They are still having to put in the time, the grind, the effort, the work. They are still having to do all of that. How is it cheating, dude? How is it cheating? Because literally anybody can get one of these avatars. You can get them for fucking free if you want. You can get them for $30. Alright. I'm sorry. Let's roll it back a little bit. Let's see what he was saying.
More. They can literally just have, and it's not even a normal girl. It's better than that. It's a cat girl. And so they've got a cat girl there, and it's like every guy is like, fuck, how can I compete with this? This is impossible. What's the fucking point of this? Like, yeah, you could be a VTuber. Yeah, exactly. And so you see VTuber girls that are overtaking real girls, and everybody doesn't know what's happening. Is this the
Is that the upset? Is that the upset? You see VTuber girls overtaking real girls. And of course, it is a Twitch clip. It's only a minute long. So that's all we get. So VTubing is like cheating for female streamers. It removes effort from us having to stream. Asmongold was seriously saying, you know, if you're a girl, you have to put makeup on and wear pretty outfits and look cute for stream. And he was saying that as a good thing. Like, it's a good thing to Asmon that women have to objectify their physical body, primp and prep and sell it to become popular. That's a good thing to him because that makes a bigger fucking difficulty curve. A more intense fucking requirement for entry into the streaming career. If you're not somebody who's pretty enough to just get in front of the camera, put some makeup on, and show your tits, then as a female streamer previously, you just pretty much accepted you'd never make it. You accepted that. I accepted that. I fucking accepted that. I used to stream Ark when Ark had just freshly released. And sure, I would get a few dozen viewers, but I was not willing to have a face cam and webcam that was constantly showing my tits. Because I don't want people to physically recognize me. I really don't. I have severe social anxiety. If somebody tried to walk up to me IRL calling me Aria and asking me if I was going to stream today, I would have a complete fucking mental breakdown. So as a streamer back then, I accepted that because I was not willing to prostitute my physical body, I would never make it big. I still put in the time, I still put in the hours, I still had a little dedicated fan base back for a minute. But I gave up on it because I knew no matter what I did, even if I started trying to put on makeup and prostitute my own body, even if I started trying to do that to get more clicks and views, I knew it wouldn't be what I wanted to do. And to people who want to do that, to people who want to use their physical beauty to get ahead, more power to you. You 100% should be able to do that without criticism. I'm not jealous. I just got dealt a different physical hand than you did. I'm just a different level of physical attractiveness. Even though I have lost very much weight, you know, without plastic surgery, I can't change my face. I can't change things about myself that people would find unattractive. And that's part of why I chose to use a VTuber avatar. Because without a VTuber avatar, I wouldn't be able to stream at all. I would feel like I felt before. I would feel like it was pointless. I would feel like I was wasting my time. I would feel like there would be no reason to even try because I could never compete with, like, you know, the bigger female streamers. And that, I think, that feeling of, like, I can't compete as a female because I'm not willing to get into a bikini and jump into a hot tub full of Jell-O on camera, that feeling kept a lot of people from ever even trying. I know it, because it kept me from trying. And now, we have these people here, Asmongold, with 2.9 million followers! Almost 3 times the fucking size of Iron Mouse. Saying how upset he is that VTubers are overtaking real girls because VTubers don't have to put any effort into their appearance. Like, I know this is running really long, and I know this is going to get into a big ramble. I also know that a lot of the VShojo girls and a lot of the bigger VTubers, they eventually are able to commission models that they did not have to make themselves. However, when VTubers are starting out, it is very common for them to have had a hand in the making of their model, whether it is doing the art, doing the concept art, or actually rigging it themselves. To say that VTubing is not as much work as real streaming just because you don't have to put on makeup and a push-up bra every day is utterly fucking insane. As an artist, I can tell you, it takes a lot fucking longer to paint the skin and shading for 3D titties than it does to put on a push-up bra and make my real titties look bigger, alright? I just don't understand. I want to say that I don't understand, but I'm pretty sure I do. Like, I really hate to be the person who calls people IST words, but this just seems like some flat-out fucking sexism. It really does. Are they focusing on, like, Nux or Corpse or any male VTuber? Those people are big. Let's see. How big is Nux Taku? Let's see how big Nux is. $2.21 million! Oh wow! 2.21 million! Interesting! So 2.21 million, why isn't Asmon bitching about Nux? Nux doesn't have to go to the gym to get big muscles. Nux doesn't have to put on brand name clothes to stream. Nux doesn't have to, I don't know, use fucking hair product to make sure his hair's on point to stream. Nux was a fucking PNG tuber for years. Well, at least, maybe not for years, but for months. When I first saw Nux videos, it was just a PNG tuber. Why is the hate exclusively towards the female and female appearing VTubers? Why are these people with massive fucking followings, more than enough money to live off of? Why are they punching down exclusively towards female VTubers when there are males doing the same thing, seeing the same success? It has to be sexism, right? What else could it fucking be? What else could it be? It makes me so utterly fucking confused, to be honest. I mean, if you're a creator and you have fucking almost 3 million people hanging on to your every word, like Asmon does, you have to know that if you talk about something in a negative light, your little fan things are going to run off and harass people. Now, Quin69, it seemed like Quinn is trying to be like, oh, it's just a joke, guys. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it, guys. It was Livestream Fail's fault. It wasn't my fan base's fault. Not like one of my fan base was the ones that clipped it and posted it to Livestream Fail, guys. It was not my fault. But Asmon is just flat out like, is just flat out hating it for sexist fucking reasons. How, as a woman, as somebody that, when I used to, physically work a physical job, when I still was capable of doing so, when I was not disabled, when I used to work a physical job, all of that stuff that you have to, that Asmon says you have to do for VTubing, let's move back to the Asmon tab while I'm talking about him. All of the stuff that he says you have to do for VTubing, the getting ready, the making sure your tits are on point, the doing your hair, the doing your makeup. Women that work regular jobs where they are going to be physically seen are expected to do that shit every day, forever, until we retire. As a person who does not wear makeup, because I have very sensitive skin, skin issues are part of my disability. I have very sensitive skin. I can't have anything blocking my pores or it's going to make me completely break out, and not just zits, but cysts. It's terrible. It's bad. I can't wear makeup. I can wear lip balm and that's about it. Maybe some mascara on my eyelashes if I'm careful not to touch my fucking skin. And you know how much fucking discrimination I faced for that in the workplace, huh? Do you know? You fucking don't. Because you're a dude, and you've been living as a dude your whole life. If Asmongold ever had to have a physical job, the most he probably had to do was put on some fucking dress slacks and a nice top. Maybe a tie, maybe a suit. But do you think that he truly understands what he's fucking saying? No, he doesn't, because he's never lived it. He's never experienced it. And let's say he was working this job that requires him to wear a fucking suit every day. If his coworkers see him out of work wearing his normal clothes, they're still going to respect him. They're still going to be like, oh, what's up, dude? Hey, how's it going? Now, let me tell you, if you're a woman and your boss or your coworkers, your non-female coworkers, of course, see you outside of work wearing some fucking, like going to the store. Let's say you're going to Walmart to pick up some fucking ice cream because you're sad and you want to eat yourself into a depression coma like I usually do. They see you in some fucking sweatpants and a baggy shirt with your hair kind of looking frumpy because it's not hair washing day and you didn't put in any dry shampoo today. They see you not wearing makeup. Do you want to know what they fucking say? Hey, how are you doing? Oh, are you okay? You look so tired. That's what they fucking say. That's what they fucking say. Are you okay? You look tired. Are you sick? Because without all the fucking makeup, people have bags under their eyes. People have darkness that you can see through their skin that builds up when they're stressed, when they're tired. We have our whole fucking sinus system, and that actually does things besides just make sniffies. Has he ever experienced that? I doubt it. Has he ever experienced people looking at him and just determining that something must be wrong with that person and I should ask about it in public because they're not wearing makeup? Would that happen to him if he went to his physical job not wearing the suit on his off day? I doubt it. Would people be like, yo, are you okay? Are you sick? You're not wearing your work clothes. No. People wouldn't fucking do that. Now, I know this is rambling, this is ADHD, this is me going off on tangents, and I know, and to be honest, I don't really care. I just post the stuff on YouTube for my own satisfaction. It doesn't get views, so why the fuck should I care? Alright? This just pisses me off so much. Because believe me, there's times, like, I used to work at Kohl's. I'm not sure if it's a thing all over the country, I think it is. Kohl's is a clothing, jewelry, and homewares store that is exclusively geared towards female shoppers. When you go through the employee training at Kohl's, they give you tips on how to, like, basically feed into your female customers' egos to try and get them to buy more shit. At that job, despite my skin issues, and despite the fact that, obviously, before working the job, I did not have money to buy the clothes, basically what they did is they told me that my clothes were too frumpy and that I had to buy clothes from the store so that I matched the fucking store to work there. Now, I know that this happens to dudes. Sometimes you gotta buy your work uniform as a dude, but it was not a uniform. What they were saying is, I can't come to work wearing, just a nice top and some nice pants. I would have to go to their store to buy their $80 fucking knitted sweater and fucking khakis or corduroy pants for another $80 fucking dollars. Just so I could match the merchandise in the goddamn store. As a woman, that's what you are. That's what fucking companies see you as. That's why they expect you to put on that makeup. That's why they expect you to wear the nice clothes. That's why they want you in that fucking business suit with a skirt that means you have to keep your legs uncomfortably close together the entire time you're fucking wearing it, or else somebody will look at your panties and catch a boner. That's fucking why. They see us as merchandise. And for this motherfucker with almost 3 million fucking subscribers, not subscribers, 3 million fucking followers, to be saying this to all of them, that's harmful. That's hurtful. Not just to VTubers, but to women in general. Because he's basically saying, man, at least with regular women, we get to demand that they treat themselves like merchandise and pretty themselves up. How the fuck is that right? How? How does somebody this big say that to that many people without 2 fucking brain cells in his head happening to rub together and be like, yo, man, maybe we shouldn't do this. Maybe we shouldn't say something that we have 0 lived experience related to. Maybe we shouldn't say something that we have no perspective on. But no, it doesn't happen. It just doesn't fucking happen. Really, I don't know what the takeaway can be from this. I suppose the takeaway is that Asmongold is a raging sexist, and if he gets mad about me saying it, then I suppose he'll probably grind me into a fucking fine paste and have me banned from everywhere because he's got so many followers. It would be really easy. All he'd have to do is, like, whiff my fucking name, and his 3 million little kitties would come here to bash me into next fucking year. But to be honest, like I said, these don't get views. I doubt anybody's gonna watch it. I especially doubt that Asmon, somebody that big, would see it. If Asmon does see it, please just fucking be considerate with your words. You're talking about things and about people that you have no concept of, dude. You have no fucking concept. Have you... Jesus. Like, thinking that he might watch it makes me want to say stuff to him. But I know he's not going to. And I know, even if he did, there'd be no point. Because you know what kind of response he would make? It'd be a typical, man, this little fucking VTuber got pissed, and now they're trying to clout chase by making content about me. It would be that kind of response, if anything. I doubt he would actually respond to anything I've said about how women are commodified in the workplace, and how him saying this bullshit continues that theme and that stereotype, and how it's so disgusting to do that. I don't think he would care. He would just be like, yo, look at all these little VTubers trying to clout chase. Look at them. Look at them scurry around like little ants while I sit here with my magnifying glass and just pick 1 or 2 to tell my fans to go fuck with. That's basically what he would say. I mean, he probably wouldn't say the magnifying glass part, but whoever's name happened to pass by his screen as he was reading the drama, 100%. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go edit this. It's not really gonna be edited down for time. It's literally just, I'm going to clip out the portion where somebody subscribed to me. I did not realize that OBS would just show that alert in the middle of my fucking recording, so. Thanks for sticking with me. I'm gonna have a much more serious topic on this channel soon. I guess since nobody watches my YouTube, I've just been using it as my vent space, but to be honest, it's pretty fun that way.